will show you how to prepare your caliper for the how to prepare your caliper for installation. The problem I have, usually you use this vise where you clamp wood together and stuff like this to compress the pistons, or a special tool, but I used it a few days ago for the caliper video, which got eaten by my computer, as I said, and I can't find it now. So I will use this one. This works just fine if the caliper is removed. If not, please use a wood clamp. You know, the parts that you can, the things that you can spread and compress and then turn it to tighten it. If caliper removed, this is working just fine. So, here is your caliper. Now I've used a bleeder valve here to close up the hole. Remove it. Now you will put this here to catch a brake fluid. Put it like this. Yes, put it like this. Take your metal piece. This is rubberized, so you can compress. If your caliper is in good condition, you will have no problem by doing this. Mine is now compressed. I will do the other side too. Just one. You can also use it. I will show you how the color is. Now decontaminate your caliper because it will eat up the paint. Wait, close up this again so water won't enter the caliper. Now fasten, decontaminate it with water. This is the only way you can protect the paint from getting eaten up by the brake fluid. This is why you see all these rust spots here. It's due to the brake caliper, the brake fluid and the caliper assembly grease. This is as acidic as brake fluid. I found it out a difficult way, so I just warn you. Don't get it anywhere on the paint surfaces, only get it on the pistons. Just to make sure. I'm really sorry, I've done something very stupid now. I mean, now it's painting on the floor, which is not that good. But I can't change it now. So everything is decontaminated from this disgusting stuff. You're ready for your assembly. Take this apart. Push off your hands. Yes, I know. Do it like this. You can also do it on the van. You don't have to remove the caliper for changing the pads, but it's easier now for me to do as while the caliper is removed. Now it will be like this. Here you can see it. I will take the backing plate. Here you can see the brake pad. How you can see if it's good or not is this here. This is on wear indicator. You don't have this on cheap pads. So you have to take on a width meter to see how thickness meters to see how much material you've left. Here it's when this gouge starts to end, you have to replace them. These are ATA ones. You can also use Brembo or generally quality ones. You want them to be good, not cheap or knockoff. If they have not this, it's one sign that they are cheaply made. And sometimes the cheaply made ones are getting off this. I mean, the brake pad material separates from the metal plate. But this is on the really cheap ones. This isn't happening that often, luckily. So here are your prongs. Pin. This I'm just bending it a little bit back. it's not that good to use this, but it also works. This one is bent back. You want it not to be flush. By removing somehow it got flasher, and that's not good. So you don't need a lot of force, just a little bit to push it. Again, this is the anti-piston twist retainer, so the piston won't twist. I don't know why it shouldn't twist, but it shouldn't twist. So, backing plate, copper grease for brake pads. Brand doesn't matter, just don't get. I don't know if they're cheap or not the cheap ones, or the quality ones on this ones, but okay, you know, it's your van, you know what you do. Now what you want to do is, you see it here where the piston attaches, you want to put some copper grease on it. Here, you can see it. Oh, it was because it's brand new, this is why it was yellowish. Everywhere where the piston attaches, you will put some copper grease in. This is where the piston attaches. You don't need more, it may strip the paint off, which you don't want. Now, take some. Here is your brake pad, and rub it in. This is for avoiding squeaks, which are annoying, and nobody likes it, really. Break all, put on the whole back part this grease here, so it won't squeak. Sandwich it like this, and last part, you put some on the sides here, not on the brake pad material. You are going to have no brakes, only here. Cleaned off here. Nice. And now a little bit on the inside of the caliper too. I will show you where. You will put some here, here, and here, where the caliper attaches. Here, there, here down, and there, and exactly the same on the other side. Then take some, you put some here, put some there, take some, put it here down and there. So now you're ready to put it on. Clean your fingers. Take your brake pad. Here. Take your brake pad. Break one of the pins. One is here. And we'll put the other pin. Where's the other pin? Wait. I have to find this ball. Don't touch it from here. It was stupid from me. Sorry. Put a little bit here. You're going to grease up the hardware too. Now what you want to do is take some grease, put it here in a little bit inside here too, so the pins won't have problems with sliding. Clean off your fingers. You don't want any on the pad material. Take your pin, put it in. As I said, it's probably a little bit easier when the shower here. Here's one. Here's the second. I won't put it off completely on. Just let it be like this. Now what you want to do is take the other brake pad. here's the other brake pad. Copper grease. Rub it in so it won't squeak. You generally want to coat it everywhere it touches, except the pad surface. Here, this is ready. Then here, use not as much as possible, just enough. Yes, like this. Here they are bent correctly. The pads are bent correctly. Here. Now take some, put it on the sides here. That was a bit too much. Just don't touch the pad surface, like I did. Well, you can clean it off just a little bit, won't do anything. This is the most important part. We don't want to touch. The side doesn't matter that much. Just if it's a little bit, it doesn't matter. If it's a lot, it will spread. Now, here is your little spring. You want to put some here and there, but first of all, yes, take some. You want to put it here, it touches, so you put some on so it won't squeak. You don't really have, and some probably here because the pins touch it, but that's not that important because it doesn't touch it that much. It doesn't move here that much, or it doesn't move any. No, doesn't move. Generally, clean up your finger. Put a little bit here on the upper side because it touches the brake retainer. Put some here too. Now take your brake pad here. Now it's halfway installed. What will happen is when it's on the disc, it will hold them in place so they won't fall. The hammer, I've compress this thing, this little guy, so there's no tension on it at all. Try to get it up where it should be, not here, it shouldn't be, because for some reason, so like this, remove the head did, here, it did stuck for some reason. Now it's correctly. So, hammer, where's my hammer? Here's my hammer. Put it. It's in. Now it's time for your little guy friend. And here you put it in like this. You put this here down with a hammer or with something that can push it down without any problem. This is what makes it return, the pads return. If you want to ask what's the pin here, the spring. You're ready for installation now.